Hey guys, it's Rob. Yep, I'm out on the bike today. Yep. First time in a while. Today is Sunday, August 20th, I believe, is the correct date. Anywho's, today is the last day of a 2-week vacation I've taken from work. And I gotta say, it's been an interesting vacation. My intent was to take a trip for the first week out of state, and then for the second week do some bike riding and a few chores around the house that I keep putting off. But best laid plans. I did get to do my trip, and my trip was pretty good. Jeannie and I went up to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which is my hometown, even though years-wise, I probably only lived there 6 or 7 years, maybe 8 total. I was born there, moved away when I was 2, and then moved back when I was about 10. Then moved away again when I was 15. So, anyway, it's my hometown. I have a lot of relatives that still live there or in the vicinity, and I hadn't seen many of them since my father died, so I wanted to get up and say hello to everybody, and as it turned out, what we did is my eldest nephew, John, suggested that I get with my brothers and try to make like a little bit of a family reunion. So that's what we did. My 2 brothers met up with us in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We spent about 3 days there visiting family and visiting the cemetery where my parents and my dad's family are buried. Didn't get a chance to go to my mom's family cemetery. I did visit my mom's grave because she's right next to Dad. But anywho, it was a pretty good trip, but for almost every minute of every day that we were in Tuscaloosa, it rained. It slacked up just enough for us to go out and do a few things, visit the cemetery as I mentioned, and get out and visit the relatives without getting too soaked. But I mean, it just rained. It just rained. So what I did after our Tuscaloosa visit is Jeannie and I drove over to my brother Rick's house in Atlanta. So they went back on Wednesday the 9th, and we followed them over, well, sort of followed them. They took off a little earlier than we did because they needed to make some stops. And we met them up in Atlanta. And yeah, after a day or two in Atlanta, the skies finally cleared. Yay! Now, one thing, Jeannie wanted to replicate a picture that we had taken in Atlanta on Stone Mountain. When we got married, we did part of our honeymoon in Tuscaloosa and then traveling over to Atlanta, and we went up Stone Mountain, and this was back in 1990, and we took a picture at the top of Stone Mountain, which Jeannie loves and has on her phone as her wallpaper image, and she wanted to replicate that picture. Well, we got lucky. It was supposed to rain all day, and it actually cleared up, and got pretty sunny out. And so we went up Stone Mountain. I'm no longer able to walk up Stone Mountain. There is a side of Stone Mountain that's got a low enough grade that you can walk up it, but you got to be in pretty decent shape. And my knees and ankles just would not let me do it. So we took the tram up, visited the top of Stone Mountain, did our best to try to replicate that picture. I'm not too sure how well we did. The sun was in Jeannie's eyes, and so she was squinting and looked like she was angry. But we did our best to replicate it, and we walked around the top of Stone Mountain, and we had a good day. We had a good visit. And anyway, got back to Claremont, Florida, where we now live, the following Sunday. And I cannot remember what the date is. It was a week from today. And right after we got home, we find out that my daughter had been in pain for 3 days and just thought it was a pulled muscle, but it was getting worse. So Jeannie took her to the ER, Turns out my daughter Taryn has 2 pulmonary embolisms, one in each lung, or at least I think it's only one in each lung. And she had a touch of pneumonia on top of that. Yay! So she was admitted to the hospital, and as circumstance would have it, and coincidence would have it, Jeannie's dad was also scheduled to have some surgery. He had brain surgery to relieve water on his brain. And so we were trading off between staying with Taryn and Jeannie going to the hospital where her dad was having surgery and helping her mom out. So most of this final week of my vacation has been dealing with that kind of crap. So Taryn is doing well. She came home Wednesday, and Jeannie's dad is doing okay. He came home yesterday. And so today, which is the last day of my vacation, as I mentioned earlier on in this vlog, I'm finally out on the bike. Yep, I did my lawn work yesterday, and I was determined to get my butt on the bike today and at least take a little ride. One of the things I need to do is get this bike in for its 600-mile checkup. Yep, I've only got 600 miles on this baby, and she's, what, like 8 months? Not years, God, Rob. She's like 8 months old, and I've only got 600 miles on her. Do you believe it? Yep. So, yeah, way behind on my riding. Anyway, it's always something. I'm going to put a few pictures here of our trip. And, you know, one thing that came to mind when I was going up and down Stone Mountain, they have a relief on the side, a big carving of some Confederate generals. And this thought occurred to me, and this was before the whole Virginia Trump debacle, that whole thing that happened when they were tearing down the Confederate monuments in Virginia. But as I'm coming up and down the mountain and I'm looking at this magnificent carving of Stonewall Jackson, Jefferson Davis, and Robert E. Lee, I'm thinking to myself, at some point, some PC asshole is going to want to blow that off the side of the mountain. Now, before people start hating me or cheering me, I tend to go in the middle here. I understand that, you know, these hate groups use Confederate flags and such, you know, to bolster their hate, and I don't agree with that crap. I do realize that the Civil War had a lot to do with slavery and the South wanting to maintain ownership of slaves, but it was a really complex thing, and you have to put yourself in the frame of mind of the day and not just take that side of it. There's a lot of history there, and I don't think we should be tearing down all these monuments just because some people get offended by it. We need to remember this stuff. Keep in mind that everybody that died in the Civil War, whether they were Confederate or whether they were Union, were Americans. This is part of our American heritage, our American history. It's not just about slavery. There's so much more into it than that. And it's too much to go into in this short little vlog, and I know I'm not conveying my true thoughts on the matter very well, and I'm probably going to get slammed from one side or the other or both. And I'm not taking sides here. I really am not. I just don't think that getting rid of our heritage, just because some people find things offensive, is the right thing to do. I mean, if we were going to do that, hell, we need to blow up Mount Rushmore as well, because that was a American Indian, or Native American, however you want to say it, religious site, long before it became a national monument. Anyway, I got to get some gas here, and I'm going to go for a little ride. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.